Elizabeth was a very gregarious and warm child. Up until she was 15 months old, she spoke to us, she had sparkling eyes and lots of energy. And then within 1 week, all that drained from her and we lost her. She would not even recognize her own name being said to her. When she lost her language, started to bang her head on the floor. She started to have very repetitive behaviors. It's horror. It's horror to see your child slip away from you.
What do you hope for? A, C, U, R, E. A cure. For what, love? For what? A, U, T, I, S. Doing good.
Up until she was 6 years old, we had no way of knowing what she felt, who she was, what she wanted. There were tantrums all the time because she had such frustration. I happened to see a woman named Soma Mukhopadhyay who was on 60 Minutes showing how she taught her own son with autism how to type out on something that she calls a letterboard, which is simply the alphabet put on a piece of paper. And we saw Soma every month for 5 months for a week at a time, and she very quickly taught Elizabeth through her educational method called the rapid prompting method, how to learn and how to communicate what she had learned. Have her type out that her favorite color was pink. It was such a gift. And then quickly, she started typing out things that were much more serious. And that was one of these poignant moments for me when she typed out agony, agony. And here she was, a 6-year-old child, and Soma says to her, "Do you know what agony means?" And she types out, "Quite so."
Describe the challenges that you have had to face with autism. N, O, T, T, A, L, K, I, N, G.
I mean, there are times when Elizabeth has been so angry and frustrated by not being able to speak, where she has smashed herself in the face. And I don't know if there's any greater pain that a parent can feel than feeling just totally unable to relieve the suffering of your child. And so I have to believe that God is merciful and love and compassionate in this with us, because there are times when I just need to hold on to that, because I'm trying to pray with Elizabeth that she finds some peace. And sometimes it just takes that quiet moment, and God is there with us, and she'll stop hitting herself. And I'll know that God's in it with us.
What inspires you? G, O, God,
So Elizabeth started writing poetry shortly after that first visit to Soma, for her to tell us about how the inner world of autism looks. It's a very different world, and her poems tell us about that.
Sunny day.
Me revisited. I can't sit still. What's wrong with me? My body is doing things I can't explain. My dignity I'm trying to maintain. People stare at me when I rock and shake. I don't know how much more I can take. So much to deal with going on inside me. I wish I could get better. I want to be set free from my silent cage. Elizabeth wrote her 100 poems, and we were going to just publish a poetry book, but we were told that the story of our journey would be of interest to parents. And so I've woven stories around her poetry in order to talk about them in a context of our joys and our struggles. We try to be very honest about that. Elizabeth wants to be an advocate, and she talks about being a voice for the voiceless. I think that her mission, more than anything, really is the title of her book, I Am in Here. And it's not just that she is in there, it's everybody with autism is in there. Elizabeth wants to make a difference. Her mission is to let the world assume intelligence and to be relentless in finding ways for people with autism to be able to communicate. She wants to give parents the hope that their child is in there and that they keep trying to reach them.